Hello everyone, it's Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy, and I'm back with another treat holder here. I found these little fingers, candy fingers. I guess they're suckers because they're on a stem. I found them at the Dollar Tree, and I thought they were just absolutely adorable, and I just wanted to do something simple with them. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me tell you what I used with it. Of course, I used this spooky cat. I think I only bought one Halloween deal from this year from the holiday catalog, and that's a spooky cat. I don't do a lot of Halloween, so this is it. Anyway, I used the spooky cat, and then I used the number 3, layering ovals, and I also used our 1/8 punch. And you'll see what that's for. Of course, that punches a hole down here. And all of our pieces are, I used a Whisper White, which is approximately 3x2. This is a little bit bigger because it's a scrap. Then I used the Tangerine Tango 3x2. I have a little piece here that's about a 1/2 inch, and we're going to be cutting it off. So I'll let you know whenever we go to cut it for that. And this is a piece of the designer series paper, which is okay, this is the Spooky Night designer series paper, and as you can see, this is two-sided. I decided to use this side because it just made this show it better. It's 5 by 1 1/4, and then a piece of basic black, which is 5 1/2 by 1 1/2. Now this one right here, the size I have it this way instead of 1 1/2 is 1 3/8, but I decided to make it just a little bit bigger this time and kind of make it easier to say all the pieces, all the sizes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two pieces, because I haven't scored it yet, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on here, and I am going to use a good my fast fuse on that, because I want it, once I get it scored, I want it to stay. So, whoops, come on, fast fuse. Okay, so let's just run a little bit down this way. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it and go, whoops, a little bit of on the edge here. Let me get my tweezers. You know I have to have my tweezers. That's good. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go ahead and get my scoreboard and bring it over, and I'm going to show you, because since I did have to glue this, I used it, let me get it here, at 3/4, and just use both of them. Just score both of them. And since you are scoring 2 pieces of paper, I would just go over it a couple of times. Let me get this out of the way. Then I took it and went ahead and went up with it. You may have to cut that off just a little bit. That's okay. Let me get my scissors, because once you pull it up, it's going to pull that paper up a little bit. It's not very much. You may not even want to worry about it. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. That's good enough. And then I took my candy, which is this, and I just kind of put it on here, and then I just kind of pressed so that I knew kind of where to go. And you can just barely see the little indent. I know you can't see it on camera, but I can. And then I just punched it out. Get this as close as you can. And you're still going to have to work this down in there, because that 1/8 is still not big enough, but just punch it through and work it, and then pull it back out. Actually, you can leave it in and just put it down to kind of where you want it. I got it almost all the way down, because I want to have room up here for my little deal. And then I used the glue dots to just kind of secure it in place. And I only used one, You really don't need that much. The kids are going to be pulling it off anyway. Just take it and put it on the back of here. Can you see this? Just put one on there. Put it right where you want it. And then just stick it down. Goodness, I'm making a mess today. Alright, then on this piece, I used the A Wicked Yummy Treat for You. And I just used the, let me get all these papers out of the way. Goodness, I got them everywhere. And they're sticking. I don't need this anymore. I'm not going to use that anymore. Okay, I just used the Memento black ink, Tuxedo Black. And I found out, I was having trouble with this Tuxedo Black for a while. And I found out, hey, you need to put some more ink on it. That's why it's not doing right for you. Okay, I'm going to stamp this down. And I didn't put the pad behind this because it's such a small writing that it's not going to make any difference. See, it come out real good. Now, I'm going to take my 1-inch piece and I'm going to use Tangerine Tango. And I'm going to stamp the Trick or Treat. And I'm going to stamp it a little ways over because I want to flag it. So, this is why I didn't tell you how long you would want it, because you will kind of decide that for yourself. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. And then I'm just going to cut it off wherever I think it needs. So this is kind of like your decision, how long you want it. And then I just cut it down the middle. And I'm not usually very good at flagging these. I don't get them straight, but you know what, who cares? It looks good. And this one's a little bit long, so let's cut just a tad off on this side. Do it like that. And do the same thing with it. There we go. See, even when you get a little bit off, it still looks good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut these out, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the Big Shot over. I haven't been doing this. Okay, get my Tangerine Tango. Move all that over. And yes, I did get me a new Big Shot. I still have the old one. I use both of them. So, let's go ahead and put that down. And that. And I'm going to cut the scalloped out of the orange, the Tangerine Tango. And this just barely fits, but it does. And, oh, started to say, what did I do with my top? And mine is well-used plate, so you know, you can tell that. Okay. Go ahead and get these off, and then I'll get this out of the way. That's all I need the Big Shot for. Come on. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these out. And I'm going to go ahead and put these together, and I'm just going to use snail. Get that lined up. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on this. Okay. Oops, I almost screwed up, didn't I? And just stick that on there. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this with just a little bit of glue at the top. Come on. My glue don't want to come out. Oh my goodness. It did then. Let me get a napkin to clean that off. Boy, it come out on me, didn't it? Sometimes me and glue do not get along. And other times we do. And then I'm just going to stick this down here. That's the reason I made it just a little bit long, so I would have a place to put this. You could use snail if you wanted to put this on. I just decided to use glue to make sure it would stay on. And there it is. My finger. My trick-or-treat finger. It's a witch's finger, I guess, because it's green. Anyway, all the sizes and dimensions and all the products that I used will be on my blog. And don't forget all the promotions we're having right now. I think, let's see, what is today? Today's the 11th, so you can still sign up for Paper Pumpkin and get November's, but it's too late to get October's, I believe. Anyway, this is my treat. Check on my blog, check on my online store, and maybe you'll find something you like. Anyway, this is Betty with Betty's Stamping Crazy. Thank you.